Welcome to the 9th module of the micro-learning course on marketing, which is designed to help you get a better understanding of marketing in bite-sized chunks. With the availability of so many highly targeted advertising tools, people are having to get really specific about who they want to see their marketing messages, which is why understanding who you're selling to and what they want is so important. By the end of the lesson, you will have a clear idea on who you are selling to, what are their key problems you are solving, and detailed characteristics of how you will need to communicate with them. So, who is making the buying decision when it comes to your offering? So if you haven't done it already, now is the time to be specific about who you sell to. What is your profitable niche? Who are you going to market to? So, let's take a look at some tools that will help you to do that. The first framework I'm going to talk about to help you understand who your customers really are and what they're after is the empathy canvas. This is a framework that covers your customers' tasks, feelings, pain points, what influences them, and overall goals. The first step is to work out what are the key tasks that the customer does in relation to your product or service. So if you are selling accounting software to a bookkeeper, you need to list out everything in relation to that job. There will be pain points in relation to the tasks they are doing that the bookkeeper is experiencing, and they will be looking for a solution that solves this. The next segment of the diagram is to try to capture their overall goals. As an example, it might be to spend less time on individual bookkeeping tasks so that they can take on more customers. It might be to get better business information so that they can grow their business. What was a revelation to me when I first saw the diagram was the feeling and influences sections. Later on in the course, we will learn that emotion sells, and so here we need to determine what they are feeling. We live in a highly competitive world, and so we need to research what noise we need to cut through in order to get our message across, and so we capture what influences them. If we were to fill it out with small business owners as the customer, the feeling section would probably include things like the stress of time pressures and the anxiety about parts of the business not working as well as they'd like. In the task section, you'd see things like generating more sales, finding new customers, and engaging with them. Under the influences section, we'd have things like their team, external consultants, adverts, webinars, news, and so on. Pain points could be a lack of sales and not enough capacity to work on their goals. And overall, goals could include more sales and a higher return on investment. As you fill this out for your preferred customer, you should be building a detailed picture of who your customer is and what will influence the approach you take to help and communicate with them. Now let's take that empathy canvas and combine it with your buyer persona to get that even more in-depth understanding of your customers on one page. Doing this is really easy. All you have to do is literally combine the information from your empathy canvas with your buyer persona information on one table. You'll need to record the size and industry of your target business if you're selling to other businesses, as well as the age and title of your ideal customer if you are selling to consumers. Then note down their target sector, what tasks they need to do in relation to your offering, their values and goals, their influences, their messaging strategy, their challenges or pains, their motivators or gains, and finally, what you do to help them. If we go back to our small business owner example, the combined empathy canvas might end up looking a little something like this. You can see that a lot of thought has gone into completing a detailed picture of the ideal customer or buyer persona. By identifying the challenges or pains of the customers, you can ensure that your offering addresses their needs. If your offer doesn't address their basic needs, then you need to look at your offer and improve it. Meeting a customer's needs is just the start. What are you going to do to delight your prospect by offering something that they would love to have or not even think of that your competitors don't offer? This doesn't necessarily mean increasing your costs, but being thoughtful on what gains can be achieved that would make a difference with minimal cost. Sometimes it's just ensuring that you include a personal touch to what you do. It all depends on your market. With your team, you need to identify your ideal customer. If you have been trading for some time, then you may be able to look at your account system and work out which type of customer has been the most profitable. Once you know who you are selling to, then you need to complete the combined buyer persona and empathy canvas so that you are clear on what is going to motivate them and what messaging strategy you are going to use. If you would like help with getting your marketing on track, we have more free courses at hub.vision2success.co/courses.